Happy Monday, everyone. Sorry for the late stream. I don't know why Haven would not launch. It would start to, and then it would do a pop-up for like 3 seconds with some kind of error, and then shut itself down before I could read it. I don't understand what happened. I verified the files, I moved the location from my external hard drive to my computer, and it just... I don't know. I can't believe we're doing this. I don't think this is voice acted either. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Nope, it's not. Cool. Dad. Dad, wake up. I forgot. This is gonna have so many, like, dad jokes. And just general dad behavior. Oh gosh. I let my tongue roll out of my mouth and stop breathing. I wiggles. Amanda shakes me. Come on, Dad. This hasn't worked on me since I was 6. I'm sorry, Amanda. This is the end for me. Dad, I swear to God. Amanda, I bequeath to you all of my earthly possessions. Spread my ashes over my recliner. Okay, well, your corpse better get into the moving van because it's leaving soon. I finally open my eyes and sit up. Laying in the middle of the living room, spinning a moving box, I yawn and stretch. Morning, Amanda Panda.
Ugh.
Yikes, dad breath, go brush your teeth. This is gonna be so cringe.
You that dad.
Gosh. Are we giving creative freedom up to me, or, do y'all want to say? Why was DILF not allowed? But yes, yes. We have so many options. Man, what kind of a person are we going for here? I know the feeling. I really try to, like, you know, let people express themselves because context matters. It's way too sensitive. My goodness. Should we just do, like, a dad version of me? Dude, I don't think we can. I think it's a little too limited for that, but... Gosh. A little bit. It's a little bit. That's true. Oh my gosh. What is that, Dragon Ball? I've never watched it. I purposely avoid it, actually. Let's go with this one, I guess. green. What color do you think? Oh, yeah, that's understandable. That does make an awful dad. Mine was kind of similar. Maybe we do white hair and black eyebrows. What are these options? Dude. This is so bad. We'll throw the green in there since, you know, the half and half thing. Why do some of these... Why is it so hard to make a decent looking person? And what are these? No, no. Do we want facial hair? I'm genuinely not usually a fan of it myself. Can I just make a complaint that glasses never look good? Like, I think these look the best. But, like... These are the most similar to what I actually wear, which would be cool to add, but they look wonky. Why can't we just have normal? Yeah, they're so crooked. Like, why? Piercings. Gonna go with that one. What are these options? But why though? It's like, bro. Like that's decent, all things considered. The pajamas. I can get behind the pajamas. I wanna like the cat suit, but they're ugly. Ugh. Wait, what does? What did I miss here? What looks like a... This one? I guess if you squint. Yeah, I can see that. In the triangular... Yeah, no, I see where you're coming from. I'm honestly very tempted by the cheeseburger. Personally, this is like the closest to what I would wear. But we could also go neutral. But I think the burger's kind of fun. Okay, so apparently, this is us.
Name that dad.
Please let me capitalize. Thank you.
Be that dad.
Did you fall asleep packing? I got most of it done, I think. Searching around the room, it looks like I did a pretty good job. Every box is sealed except for one. Wait, straggler. What's in it? Looking into the box, I see a bunch of old photos and little photo albums.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't seen those in years. I pull out one of the dusty albums from the top of the pile and we began looking through it. That's the coolest baby I've ever seen. Oh, we get a choice. Do we want her other parent to be a father or a mother? You know, that's a good point. You know, I'm kind of leaning mother. Maybe. Give a little, bi representation. Since all the romance options are men. The only way your mother and I could get you to stop crying was to put the sunglasses on you. But whenever we tried to take them off, you'd start crying again. You spent the first 2 years of your life with sunglasses on. Nice. Halloween when you were maybe 4? Oh my god, that dragon costume. You couldn't decide between being a princess or a dragon, so you went with both. A princess dragon. Why do I remember crying in that dragon costume? You saw yourself in the mirror and realized you were afraid of dragons. Seeing yourself inside the dragon's mouth was a realization of your greatest fear, I think. You know what? That's valid. That is such a little kid thing to do. Like, 100% believe that that happened to somebody.
Huh?
Right, yeah, definitely repress that memory. And this was you in your horse phase. Didn't we all go through that?
Oh no.
Dad. I believe you named that plush Sir Horsington the Brave.
Ah.
I don't think that was his... Amanda lunges for the photo, but I quickly snatch it away and hold it above her head with my superior dad arms. Nice try, but this is important blackmail for later down the road. Go ahead and try me. I've seen pictures of you and your ska band. Ouch, kid. This Communist Manifesto had a chance back in the day. I look off in the distance and reminisce about that rad horn section. Hey, it's Emma P. No, Dad, that's Emma R. I didn't meet Emma P until high school. Honey, I promise you, wholeheartedly, that I will never stop mixing those two up. Dad, Emma R's been my best friend since I was 7. Give it, like, a little bit of effort. Oh, right. Emma P was the one who... Aww. Yeah, horses live a really long time. my grandparents had horses, and I think they still have horses. I just haven't been there in a long time. But they can live to be like 30. I had a pony. His name was Houdini. He was completely black. And he kind of traumatized me for life because we were in the round pen with him, and I was just like walking him in the circle, and he got spooked by something and took off, and I almost fell off. And I never rode a horse past walking speed ever again. Yeah. It's still fun. Just, I don't like when they go fast. But they had really good horses. I love them. I honestly miss... I know that they're, you know, a lot of work and they're expensive, but... I don't know. They're so pretty, and they have such fun personalities. And I even kind of miss the smell. I don't know. It was nice. Yeah, they're a lot of work. Very expensive pets. It's a little bit better if you show them, but... Yeah. My aunt used to do, like, barrel racing. She doesn't anymore. The horse she did it on passed away, I believe. And the one she has now, she never plans on training it for that, but... Yeah. Her daughter, used to do 4-H and was in, like, the horse shows and stuff too, but, she's lost interest in it. But she's 13, so she doesn't really have interest in anything anymore. I love going to the rodeos, though. They're so fun. And the atmosphere is so homey. Like, I don't know how to explain it. But even if you don't know anyone, it feels like you belong there. And rodeo clowns are the only clowns that I can stand because they actually serve a purpose. And even though it's super dangerous, I love watching the bull riders. And you know, they're at least humane about it now, with just the uncomfortably tight strap instead of like a barbed one to get them to buck. Yeah. That's really cool, though. Sounds really exciting. My mom used to tell me, she and her friends used to go down to the rodeos when she was a teenager just to stare at the cowboys. Because, in her words, they all had nice butts. And she has pictures of them sitting on the, fence. Yeah. So, in our huge, like, suitcase, filled with family photos, there is a random picture of a bunch of strangers' butts because they were cowboys. It's so funny. But that does sound like fun. The last one that I went to, I don't remember, I think it was calves that they released and had like volunteers, children come down and try to catch them. Cow wrangles. It was a lot of fun for everyone. I did not participate because I was not about to go and embarrass myself in front of hundreds of people. But I recognized a couple people who did. Okay, so do we think that her friends tried to steal people's pets, fired a flaming tennis ball at the police station, or pooped her pants during a sleepover? Two of those three things are extremely concerning. I think the sleepover one, accidents happen, but the other two, yeah, the third is more normal. Yeah.
Dad.
Oh. Oh no. Dad, that was me. I did that. Oh. Oh. And I was having a sleepover with Emma R, who isn't Emma P. She never told anyone, though. True blue, that Emma R. Anyway, I gotta show this to Emma R later. She'll get a kick out of it. The first photography award you ever won. Yeah, and it got us a $20 gift card to McFriday's. And then you got food poisoning from the cheesy tostada blasts. I think you mean food poisoning, you know, with a Z. Dad. Still can't drive past McFriday's without gagging. Still proud of you, though. You know, I understand, I can't, like, drive past, the Nestle factory without getting nauseous. Because I ate myself sick on Easter candy and then had to drive 8 hours the next morning. Right past it. It was not a fun time. In my defense, I was 12. They gave me an Easter basket full of just Reese's candy, which was my favorite, and left me unsupervised with it at my father's house. The next state away. And like I said, we had to drive home the next morning. Not a good time. Ooh. Yeah, I don't blame you. I've never been drunk, so I don't, like, not drunk, but... So I don't know what that's like, but... I can imagine it was not a fun experience. Amanda reaches down into the box and pulls out one last photo. Neither of us say a word. We stare at the photo for a long moment. I finally decided to break the silence. This is an important question. Whether she's our biological kid or not. I agree. It's kind of a funny story. The day we brought you home, we got into a car accident. It wasn't anything big, just a little fender bender in the parking lot, but of course, I was freaking out, and the little old lady who crashed into us was freaking out, and I didn't know what to do. But your mother, oh man. She holds my hand and looks me directly in the eyes, the calmest I've ever seen her. She says, "It's okay. It's all gonna be okay."
Oh.
She was right, you know. I stare at the picture for longer, maybe too long. I miss her. I can't even imagine what it must be like for Amanda. She pats me on the back. Come on, Pops, we gotta finish packing. The moving van won't wait forever. You're right.
Eh?
It's a messy moving van. Unless it's just their car and the van is behind them. Amanda and I pile into the car and take one last look at the old house. So many memories here. Hard to believe your mother and I bought this place almost 20 years ago. Hey, remember when I shattered the front window playing catch? You always had strong arms. Hey, remember when I shattered the other front window pretending to be a robot who breaks windows? You were a very imaginative child. Hey, remember when I broke the back window playing We get it, Amanda. You break stuff.
Ah.
And there will be plenty more stuff for me to break in the new place. Memories to make and stuff to break. You ready? We sit in silence for a moment. I watched my daughter grow up in this house. It will forever hold a place in my heart, but it stings a little bit to leave it behind. I'm ready. The moving van begins to pull away, and I get into the car, into position to follow it. I watch our house, our old house, disappear into the rearview mirror. So what? So sell me on our cool new pad. I clear my throat and do my best cheesy announcer voice. Nestled in beautiful, scenic downtown Maple Bay, our new house features... a washer and dryer hookups, 2-car garage, multiple places to sleep. We get options. I feel like the multiple places to sleep is such a dad thing. Like, the other two are real features, and that one's just, we each get our own bedroom. Not only are there bedrooms for your sleeping pleasure, but couches and floor space where you can, yes, catch a wink. What a deal. I mean, if sleep weren't for the weak. You sleep more than anyone I know. I admit my faults, Pops. I keep it real. Anyway, it's also smaller than our last house. Cozier, one might argue. Good spin. I think it's great. Won't we be closer to a lot of cool stuff that we can walk to, so I don't have to waste gas? And, I mean, trying to park downtown is, you know. Amanda, you know you're gonna have to learn how to parallel park at some point, right?
Huh?
Not gonna happen, Pops. I think someone needs to do a 3-point turn on their attitude. So, fun fact. Part of the reason that I don't drive is because I can't park. Except for parallel parking. I did that perfectly. First try, no notes. And ran over the cones every other time I tried to park. I still don't know how to park. Which is the opposite of everybody else. I don't know how to do that either. Have you met the neighbors yet? Not yet, but the neighborhood seems pretty quiet. So you won't have to chase any rowdy teens off your lawn. You are the very teen you mock when you say that, honey. I'm in my last year of high school. I'm practically dust. Yeah, you're a real... Don't you dare. Senior. Dad, I know where this is going. Citizen. I'm just gonna ignore that. But I won't forget it. So what's item number 1 on our new house agenda? Well, first we need to forge a path through the solid wall of boxes that's blocking the living room. I still have to install the washer and dryer. We need to go grocery shopping. Pops, cool your jets. You have to promise me we're going to take a break and explore the neighborhood. Okay, you're right. We'll get some work done and then check the area out. We pull up to a new house and step outside. The lawn is freshly mown and a for sale sign is still in the yard. Hiya! And with a swift kick from Amanda, the for sale sign is no more. Nice form, Sweet Pea. I got a problem with authority. I'm so proud. Man, all that karate chopping tuckered me out. I could really go for a sandwich. An ice cream sandwich. Sweetie, it's 10 a.m. Also, may I just take a moment to appreciate that we had an option of an egg shirt, and she has an egg pin on her jacket next to the panda. We could have been matchy, but I did not want to walk around with, egg poops. We need to unpack first. I need some coffee ASAP. Or do you think... Did you even see all the dogs on the park nearby? It sounds like we're changing locations. That is so valid. My stepdad doesn't drink coffee anymore, but when he did, it was like a pot a day. Like, he didn't drink water, he just drank coffee. And Mountain Dew, but mostly coffee. It's just Mountain Dew now. Off-brand because it's cheaper, but... I gotta get my hands on a nice hot cup of the old bean juice or I'm gonna be useless all day. I think we passed a coffee shop on the way here. Maybe we could check that out. Let's do it. We walked down the street to the Coffee Spoon, a cute little place on the corner. Man, this is such a convenient walking distance from our place. I mean, I guess. What's wrong? Why would I go somewhere else and drink coffee on a couch when I could just make better coffee at home on my own couch and not have to make awkward eye contact with other people? Valid. Valid. We have a couple coffee shops between walking distance here, and I don't drink coffee much anymore, but I'd rather just drink it at home. At least when I'm home, some random guy isn't gonna come up and sit on the recliner next to me, and I won't feel, like, a little weird about it, because technically he's not sitting at my table, but he's very much within my personal zone. Dad? And what's the etiquette when you have a dirty mug? Is there a bin? Do you go and set it up on the counter because you don't know where else to put it? Or do you leave it there and feel your face flush hot with shame as you consider the possibility that there is in fact a bin somewhere just out of sight, and now you're that jerk who left their mug? I know! I swear it's gotta be extroverts that do that. Because introverts, like myself, will avoid people. Like, if there's one seat taken, I will sit on the opposite side of the room. Like, why? Yeah, see, that makes sense. I've seen that joke made for men's bathrooms and urinals, but like... Bro. You don't need to be buddy-buddy with everybody. Take some space if you can. Why would you want to not do that? It's weird. Freaks indeed.
Ugh.
Dad, are you just afraid to meet new people? Yes, Amanda. We walk inside. The inside of the coffee shop is incredibly warm and inviting. Vinyl records line the walls and patrons lounge around on well-worn-in couches. Some cool tunes spin on a record player next to a little stage. His name is Matt. With one T, not two. Welcome to the Coffee Spoon, guys. How's it going? What's with the name? Oh, it's kinda dumb. It gets mentioned in this poem I like, and I thought it was a good idea at the time. And I suppose now it's still a good idea because, like, the business is still running. But people ask me that question all the time, and I give them the same answer every time, and now I'm standing here rambling, and I'm sure we're all getting more and more uncomfortable the more I keep talking, but man, we're in it now and I can't stop. So what'll it be? I scan the chalkboard menu, and I am immediately overwhelmed. I'll have a... Oh gosh. Godspeed you, black coffee. Iced Tegan and Sarah? Or a chai... What? I don't know what... I know what a black coffee is! I know what an iced tea is. And I know what a chai is, but these names are weird. Oh yeah. Doing a black coffee, maybe? Oh wait. I mean, we can do that. We can do that. A classic. I don't get it. Oh, it's a pun. Godspeed You Black Empire is a really amazing and influential progressive rock band known for their sweeping soundscapes and... Dude, you sound like a Wikipedia page. I'm doing the thing again. But coming right up. And for you? I'll have a macchiato DeMarco, please. Coming right up. Do you want it in a small, medium, or biggie smalls? Medium? Wait, is Biggie Smalls big or small? I should change that, shouldn't I? Oh! Man, we should have picked that. My dang. I guess we know for next time. Or I guess I know for next time. Matt sets on making our drinks and Amanda and I take a seat on one of the couches. What's his deal? Let the man make his puns. They're cooler bands than you listen to anyway. Hey. Hey! Ska was cool once. This couch is actually pretty comfy. Maybe not comfier than our couch, but it's alright. Good lumbar support. You sink right into it. Okay, it's comfier than our couch. Amanda nudges me. This place is right next to our house and the guy seems not only cool, but also just as uncomfortable with talking to other people as you are. You should totally become friends with him. I don't know. Come on, what did we say about meeting new people? I can't meet new people if I always stay inside and also don't go outside and also don't talk to people. Valid. Also same. Meeting with my, great aunt on Tuesdays is like the most social that I've been in weeks. Except I went in with an emotional support friends yesterday to my friend that wanted to go shopping and didn't want to go by herself, so she also bribed me with strawberry shortcake though, so maybe that doesn't count. See, we're making progress. Matt sets her drinks down on our table and I immediately burn the roof of my mouth. Good one. Hi, we're new in the neighborhood. I'm Amanda, and this is my dad, Fel. Oh, right on. Pleased to meet you both. You ought to come by when my daughter's hanging around the shop. You two might get along. Yeah, I'm sure we'll maybe come in from time to time. Amanda kicks my leg from under the table. I'm sure we'll be here a lot. You know what? Let me get your guys' opinion on something. Matt goes into the back and comes out with a fresh plate of something that smells amazing. I'm working on a new banana bread recipe and I need help coming up with a name for it. Well, I think we're gonna have to taste it first so we can get the full flavor profile of, you know, and really appreciate the flavor sensations of... Amanda nods vigorously. She knows the game. I also love banana bread. Especially banana nut bread. I also love zucchini bread, even though I hate zucchini. Yeah, we need to give it that Nana bread a first taste. If you want us doing free creative labor, I think that would be... Consumer it with, I've taught her well. We've trained for this day. You've never had zucchini bread? Oh, you were missing out. It's similar to banana bread in texture. That's fair. That's very fair. We used to make it all the time in the summer. And it's weird that it's made with a vegetable, but it's sweet. But no, it's super good, especially with just a little bit of butter on the top. Absolutely amazing. Highly recommend it. I was just gonna give you guys free banana bread anyway. Right, yes, that. Matt serves us each a piece. Amanda and I happily chow down. This is amazing. Thanks, the secret ingredient is bananas. So, any ideas? I'm stumped. Well, I think I might only be able to give you a dad band puns, but I'll give it a shot. Hang on half a second while I Google what that is. Oh. Okay. I didn't know it was called that. I'll have to remember that. But yeah, highly, highly recommend it. Like I said, it's very similar, like, texture to banana bread. Like that really dense, soft, almost like stickiness. It's very, very nice. Okay. So what do we want to call the banana bread? Banana bread Kennedy's? Grateful banana bread? Or Right Said banana bread? I only recognize the pun for the middle one. The Grateful Dead. Oh! He didn't like that. Like the jam rock band fronted by Jerry Garcia. That actually has a nice ring to it. Really? Yeah, Grateful banana bread. Strong decisions. That's art, baby. I wanted to say baby because I thought it was a good, cool sound, but once I said it, I realized it doesn't sound good coming out of my mouth, and I maybe shouldn't just leave saying... Maybe I should just leave saying baby to the professionals.
Hey.
Enjoy your coffee. Thanks, baby. See, it sounds good when you say it. Across the way, a man catches my eye. He sits by himself, brooding over a cup of coffee. Our eyes meet, just for a second. I hastily look away, hoping he didn't catch me staring. Who is that? We finish up our drinks and head out. Thanks for stopping in. Take care. Okay, now that we're full of caffeine, what's next? I should go back to unpacking. Let's get some fresh air, or I need a nap. I think the fresh air is the dog park. I think that's what we should do. Time to soak up all that vitamin D and make our bones nice and strong. Yeah, our skeletons are gonna get so strong they're gonna hop right out of our bodies and crush cars with their bony fingers. Amanda, I already have an irrational fear that my skeleton will one day escape this flesh sack and run amok. Please don't encourage it. Right, sorry. To the park. Amanda and I begin our stroll through the neighborhood. I can't believe how beautiful it is outside. Kids are playing in the streets, the flowers are in bloom, and the faint smell of nearby barbecue drifts through the air. This place is nice. Too nice. I don't trust it. Good eye, honey. You can never be too careful. See that baby in the stroller over there? Government operative. We're on to you, baby. We walk for a while and eventually end up at a small park. Toddlers chase each other through the playground, and dogs of all shapes and sizes romp through the grass. It's pretty crowded, but Amanda spots a nice empty bench. We start to make our way over to it when... Heads up!
Whoa.
Ow. A frisbee suddenly hits me in the face. Woof. A corgi with a neat plaid handkerchief tied around its neck bounds up to me, wagging its tail. Hello? Did you throw this thing at my head, or I like your necktie? It's a cute puppy. I am quite partial to the second option. But we can do hello. Arf arf. He runs around in a circle and nudges my leg with his nose. Oh god, this is the cutest dog. Can I help you? Impart me with your wisdom, tiny dog. Or pet the dog. I like the... I like the, impart unto me your wisdom, tiny dog, but we'll pet it. But where do we pet the dog? Give him those head rubs. We need some chin scratches in here, or dare we try the butt pats? He does look huge. But corgis are tiny. Oh gosh. They do like to... I gave him the customary pats. The dog loves this. Good call. You definitely could have caught that. A guy in a Hawaiian shirt jogs over to us and takes a frisbee from me. You know, frisbees are traditionally caught with your hands, not your face. Well, you're traditionally not supposed to aim for people's heads. It's a new technique, or I'll catch it with my teeth next time. On a side note, I used to do frisbee golf for fun. Not like competitively or anything, but I love frisbees. Yeah, we have parks around here that have the setup for frisbee golf. You have to bring your own, but we well, my father plays, but I didn't enjoy it when I played with him, but my parents and my siblings and I were kind of forced to play frisbee golf under a therapist's recommendation for family bonding. And yeah. I actually kind of forgot about that. Yeah, so I can explain that if you want, or we can move on and choose an option. Okay, so my mom and stepdad met when I was 7 and my brothers were both 2. I have a half brother and a step brother. And they got married about 6 months after they met. And my stepbrother already had issues. Pretty sure his mom was under the influence of substances while she was pregnant with him, but I don't know that for sure. But she was a terrible mother, and my dad got custody of him when they separated, and he didn't really know what he was doing and wasn't really prepared to be a single parent, but he did his best and lived with his grandma for a time, and she had Munchausen's by proxy and had him on all sorts of medications that turned him into basically a zombie. So he would just sit there quietly and just stare into the distance as a 1-year-old, 1 to 2-year-old, which is very not normal. So when he met my mom, she kind of told him that, yeah, that's not how that's supposed to be. He's not supposed to be behaving like that. And they moved in with us. And my mom has been his mom ever since then. And she's always tried to do right by him. But unfortunately, because of his first couple years of life, he had a lot of mental issues. I think they diagnosed him with ADHD and reactive attachment disorder. And there was something else, but I don't know if that one stuck. ODD, oppositional defiance disorder. And so he was constantly doing things that got him in trouble, and he did not care if he got punished for it. And you can't punish somebody who doesn't care about the consequences. So he was in therapy for a very long time while my parents were trying to figure out what to do with him. Because he was constantly lying, stealing, breaking things. He had a misdemeanor when he was 9 years old for stealing from the school. I don't know why they pressed charges, because they didn't know until he brought it back that he had taken it. It was a board game. But they did. They pressed charges. Yeah, and there was something... One of the, recess ladies, who supervised, the elementary schools during recess on the playground so nobody gets hurt, grew extremely attached to him, and at one point, I think, was trying to kidnap him. It was very, very weird. Yeah. But they were in therapy with him, trying to figure out how to get him to be a functioning member of society. Because at that point, he was stealing things from everybody and, quote-unquote trading things at school. And taking things from other students and taking things from us. And destroying property. I had a sleepover with one of my friends, and while we were still sleeping, he broke into my room, stole her PlayStation, her PlayStation Portable, took it into his room, deleted one of her save files and started playing one of her games, and was still playing it when we woke up and found it missing. And he might have been able to play it if he had asked. But he didn't. He just took it. He also stole my DS when I first got it. I think he took my PSP at one point. I was very upset about my DS because he took all the games too. And he took my How to Train Your Dragon game that I had worked very hard to get where I was, and erased the save file, and I could not get back to where I had been previously. And he cracked the screen on it. The upper screen, it has a line across the top. I still have it. But yeah, he broke that. And I got a Kindle for Christmas that he also stole. And broke that too. The bottom half of the screen stopped working. But I had a padlock on the outside of my bedroom door. And every time I left, I had to lock it behind me. And I had to block the door because it didn't latch because my other brother broke it. He didn't mean to. We were messing around and he body slammed it when I closed the door. But yeah, so it was broken, and I had to... Yeah. But he figured out how to get through the padlock anyway, and kept taking stuff. And at some point, it got so bad that he had his entire bedroom stripped. He had a bed, and he had, a basket with clean clothes in it because when they it was a therapist's recommendation. My parents were not being mean. I just want to preface with that. And when they took his dresser out, because he had been hiding stuff in it, he carved an SOS in Morse code on the side of it, and the police showed up to our door because the neighbors were concerned. We also had CPS called on us multiple times because he lied to people at school. And after our dad got into a really bad car accident and was in the hospital, he told them that he woke them up with a baseball bat and with a metal pipe from under the sink. Which, first of all, he wasn't home. Second of all, he was not physically abusive. He did not do that. And third of all, we did not have metal pipes. We had plastic ones. So that story made absolutely no sense. But he told lies like that constantly. Yeah. So, yeah. Yeah. He also almost burned our house down. He was playing with wires. We don't know where he got them. And he plugged the exposed wires into an outlet. And we were downstairs, like the living room was under his bedroom, watching TV. And all of a sudden there was a huge flash of blue light out the window. And half the house lost power. He also broke several windows, and I went upstairs to go confront him after the cord incident because it was just me and my mom down there, and she has medical issues and couldn't go up the stairs very well. And so I grabbed a flashlight, went up there, and told him Mom wanted to see him. And as we got to the top of the steps to go downstairs, he decided that even though I was behind him, I was shining the flashlight in his face, and he tried to deck me. Because that makes any sense. Yeah. Yeah. I will admit that I did attempt to push him down the steps in self-defense because I had nowhere to go. But, yeah. Yeah. And he's the kind of person that if you catch him doing something wrong, he gets instantly aggressive. He got pulled over. He did not have a license, but he was driving a car, his girlfriend's car, at like 3 in the morning and got pulled over. And attacked the police officer that pulled him over. He decked the deputy and the sheriff, and he stayed like overnight in the jail and then was let go. They didn't even press charges. Like, he's been in and out of jail ever since he was 18 and got kicked out of the house. And he would not have been kicked out of the house, except for even military school didn't help him. But yeah, because there was such a disconnect between, you know, everyone in our family, because it's hard to be close with a sibling that you can't trust, and it's hard to be close to your parents who are constantly supervising him. They decided we needed to do family bonding time, and Frisbee golf was one of those activities. We used to vacation and stuff too, but we stopped being able to afford that after the car accident, but yeah. 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 He also, has a child now, who is 4 years old. And he has absolutely nothing to do with the kid. Because it would be very bad for him to be involved with his son. And mom doesn't want him in the picture, rightfully so. My parents still get to see their grandson every other weekend though. And the rest of us, you know, get to spend time with him, but his father does not. And it's odd because he never wanted to be. Like, he did it first, and then he started lying and saying that the paternity test was faked, because that makes sense. And then he's been in and out of jail, and I guess he just got a job again and is trying to better himself, so to, like, according to him. And he invited our parents to go to dinner with him, and then he was out of work for an injury. And then yesterday or today, he messaged my mom, our mom, asking for pictures of his child who he's never met and never had anything to do with. Like, pictures of his entire life so far to make into a photo album. And that is such a weird request. Like, that would be odd coming from anybody, but especially from him. Because why? You've never had anything to do with him before. Why do you all of a sudden want pictures of him growing up? Like, it doesn't make any sense. But it is what it is. And I have blocked him on everything. Because even though he's my brother and I love him, and I will be civil and talk with him if I see him in person, I was friends with him on Snapchat, and he was having issues with seizures, and the night before he went to the hospital for it, he was making Snapchat stories about doing drugs, and then continued to while he was in the hospital. And didn't think to tell him, like, to tell the doctors what he was taking. And he still has seizures that he self-induces because it is a mental thing, not a physical one. And so he'll stress himself out until he has a seizure to get out of doing things. Yeah. He's just that kind of person. Yeah. Yeah. And he's still on drugs as far as I'm aware. So I just have nothing to do with him. And I am so grateful that my parents were never together, like my biological parents, because it meant that I had an escape. Because I went to stay with my grandma every other weekend. So yay, there's some tragic backstory lore on me. That's not even going into, like, the stuff that didn't involve him. Like the haunted house we lived in. Man, that sucks. It's hard. Especially if it's somebody that you grew up with and genuinely care about. Oof. Yeah, I don't blame you. I don't understand the nerve of some people. You caught me off guard on this round. Not again. Not ever again. Were those just eggplants? Oh, this is awkward. I'm just messing with you. I'm Brian, by the way. I'm pretty sure there were hearts and eggplants after the answer of catching it with our teeth next time. Oh boy. I'm Fallon, this is my daughter Amanda. Very ew. I look over at Amanda only to find her sitting on the ground, rubbing the dog's tummy. Hi. Your dog's cool. Ah, old Maxwell sure loves the attention. It's great to see another father and daughter out here on such a sunny day. Where's yours? Brian gestures over to a grassy knoll where a young girl sits on a checkered blanket. She's reading a book bigger than her head. She puts it down and heads over to us. This is Daisy. She's reading the brothers... Please do not fault me for pronunciation because, Karamazov? Her teacher tells me that she has the reading comprehension skills of a high schooler. How old is she? 10. She's a precious little youngster. Whoa. My natural dad instinct kicks in. I must brag about my child's accomplishments. Oh no, it's happening. Brian, go on, Daisy. Tell him about yourself. Daisy, That's my girl. Amanda, get in there. Okay, okay. Val's HP 80, Brian's HP 80. Brag, item, flee, or... I don't know what DHTR stands for. Are we bragging? I think we're bragging. Amanda here just recently won a local photography award. Wow, congratulations. Brian loses 10 HP. Daisy actually just won a statewide poetry contest. You lose 15 HP. Our HP 65, Brian's HP 70. Do we want to click it just to see what it is? Grade art, child art, or grade card, child art, band-aid, spelling bee photo. I don't know what a band-aid would do, but, unless it's restoring HP. Grade card. You pull a wrinkled copy of Amanda's latest grade card out of your back pocket. Dad. Awesome grades! Brian loses 25 HP. You really carry that around everywhere? Ouch. Maybe it is kinda weird. You lose 5 HP. Daisy just started a weekly chess club at her elementary school computer lab. She's the president too, of course. Dang, my high school doesn't have a chess club or a computer lab. You lose 10 HP. Our HP 50, Brian's HP 45. What do we want to do? I can't. You can't switch daughters. Amanda is your only daughter. Okay. Yeah. Do we brag again? I don't think our other items are gonna do much good. Last week, unprompted, Amanda helped an old woman with her grocery bags. It's extra powerful. Brian loses 20 HP. Daisy sold enough candy bars this year to get the top prize, a canoe. We're taking it out next weekend. How is that even possible? Amanda could barely get one of those sticky hand things. It's extra powerful. You lose 20 HP. Our HP 30, Brian's HP 25. We could do the spelling bee picture, maybe. That seems like a good brag. Fumbling through your phone's browser, you managed to pull up a photo of Amanda winning her 10th grade spelling bee. Wow, congratulations, Amanda. Daisy's getting prepped for her annual spelling bee right now. Hopefully this will be her 3rd win in a row. Yikes, you lose 5 HP. Did I mention Daisy said her first word at 10 months? Daddy. Amanda's was potty. Still cute, but maybe this isn't the time to bring it up. You lose 10 HP. Our HP 15, Brian's HP 25. Ooh. I almost think we need the band-aid. Because I don't think we win this. With a flourish, you produce a band-aid from your pocket. Take a knee and start to apply it to Amanda's arm. What are you doing, Dad? Being a protective parent. Anyone would agree it's an unusual gesture. You lose 10 HP. Daisy has all of her adult teeth, never had a cavity either. Amanda self-consciously pushes her lips together to hide her teeth. It's extra powerful. You lose 20 HP. Dang, he's really got us beat. Boy, it's been such a treat getting to meet you two. Did he have to add insult to injury by being such a gracious winner? So I take it you guys are new to the neighborhood? We just moved in. Do you live around here? Yeah, we live in the cul-de-sac next to the coffee shop. What a coincidence. That's where we live too. I know, right? Small world. Yeah, Daisy and I are in that little ranch-style home on the corner. I know that house. It's just like ours, but slightly bigger and better landscaped. Does this guy have to outdo me on everything? What a lovely place. Well, I don't want to take up any more of your time. Really nice meeting you guys. You'll have to stop by at some point. Yeah, definitely. Bye. Brian and Daisy walk further into the park with Maxwell happily trotting along in tow. Do you get the feeling he was trying to one-up us? Trying and succeeding. I can't believe that kid's only 10. What was I even doing at her age? I believe he had a bit of a thing for horses. Shame that didn't pan out. Could have majored in comparative horse studies. It's not too late to minor in horse creative writing.
Yeah.
Too close to the truth, Dad.
Aww.
Let us never again speak of the fantastic adventures of Sir Horsington the Brave, an epic in 7 parts by Amanda Reaper. We laugh off the horse epic and walk around the park a bit more, enjoying the day. Okay, do we want to unpack or do we want to take a nap? I think unpacking. At least get that started. I don't think it really matters. Both options take us home. We should head home. I'm gonna need 4 hours minimum to figure out how to build my new bed, and I'd like to not have to sleep on the floor tonight. I get to work unpacking the various boxes around the living room. A couple hours pass and I get some good work done. The washer-dryer unit is both washing and drying, and we can actually walk through the living room without tripping over boxes. First visitor already. I walk over to the door and open it. Hello? A handsome, clean-cut man stands at my door, brandishing a plate of cookies. Hello?
Wow.
Oh, where are my manners? My name is Joseph. I'm your next-door neighbor. Oh, yes, hi, I'm Fel. That's what my name is.
Oh.
I saw the moving van and thought I'd bring over some cookies. My daughter Christy wanted me to let you know she baked them herself. Joseph leans in and whispers, but between you and me, she just sprinkled in the chocolate chips. We both share a laugh. Kids, right? Wow, cookies, huh? So nice to meet you. Joseph hands her the plate of cookies with a smile.
Huh.
Well, thanks for the cookies. Amanda disappears with the cookies. Amanda, come back. And she's gone. That's my daughter. Her name is Amanda. She's a charmer. Daughters are tough. Sons are also tough. Children in general are just tough. I hear that. I mean, there'd have to be something wrong with you to try to raise more than 2. I have 4 kids. What have you done? Oh, I meant... Don't worry, you didn't mean to be rude. Oh no, this is the first neighbor I've met and my social life is already in a tailspin. I wonder if it's too late to move again. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Is the missus around? No, not anymore. She died. Oh. I'm sorry for your loss. No, it's alright. Wow, this is uncomfortable. We stand there quietly for a moment, acutely aware of how awkward we both made things. I'm sorry, could you close the door real quick? I look at Joseph quizzically, but comply. After a second, I hear a knock on the door. Opening it, I see Joseph standing there with a huge smile. Hey, I'm your new neighbor, Joseph. I promise not to talk about your dead spouse this time. I'm throwing a barbecue for the cul-de-sac, and I'd love for you to come by and meet the rest of the neighbors in our community. What do you say, pal? Okay, I don't really like him all that much, from what I remember. But that is an A+ response. He is the one... You can't do it on the mobile version of it, but on the PC version, because you can change the files, there is an option to make their family a murder cult, if I remember correctly. And it's very fitting, once you meet his family. So, yeah, 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 yeah. I think, Matt was one of my favorites, the last time I played, and, oh no, that's also probably true. Because I have not played with the files, so this is just the vanilla, and they are the overly perfect family. Yeah, yeah. There's another guy that we haven't met yet who is very gothic. He's trans and he dresses like a vampire, and he's also one of my favorites from what I remember. That sounds great. My daughter Amanda and I would love to stop by. And also 4 kids is a perfectly normal amount of children to have. We shake hands to seal the deal.
Right.
Well, neighbor, I'll see you at 3 p.m. sharp on Saturday. Sure thing, neighbor. Joseph starts walking away, but stops to think for a second and turns around. Hey, in all seriousness, raising a kid on your own can't be easy. If you ever need to talk about stuff, I'm the youth minister at the church down the street. Because of course he is. Oh, I dunno. I wouldn't really consider myself a youth.
Wink.
You look pretty young to me, but suit yourself. Basically cult. Mm-hmm. Also, I hate that they just voice lined the wink. You didn't have to say it, we can see it. And with that, Joseph's gone. He seems nice. Amanda walks back in the living room, crumbs on her face and cookie in hands. That was the smoothest recover I've ever seen. I should be taking notes. See, you're already fitting in great. Where'd those cookies go? They're gone. I'm sorry. If it makes you feel any better, they weren't very good. So you ate all of them anyway. I guess that makes it break time. Any ideas? We don't have a choice! I guess we're bringing the plate back. I think we get a ton of good neighbor points if we bring this back. We're gonna be the best neighbors in the whole cul-de-sac. We're gonna kick all the neighbors' butts. With kindness. Amanda and I step outside.
Oh.
Shoot, I'm actually not sure what house is his. I'd hazard a guess it's the big one with all the well-groomed blonde children sitting in the yard. Good eye, kid. And remember, we need to make a positive first impression here. Keep it light. We walk up to the kids and wave. They're so creepy looking. Hey guys, is your dad around? They all just stare at us blankly. I know! We just wanted to, return this nice plate, and thank you for the cookies. Jeez, these are definitely Joseph's kids. They look exactly like him.
Whoa.
They were really good. I mean, I heard they were good. I didn't get to eat any. I chuckle nervously. Well, okay, we're just gonna set this plate down on the ground real gentle and then back away really slowly, right, Dad? Right, that's what we're gonna do. The kids' eyes bore into us as we scurry away. I can feel their gaze on my back even as we approach our house. Also, I didn't read their names out loud, but I'm pretty sure it was Chrissy, Christian, and Chris, which is very odd. I need something to get my mind off of those carbon copy kids. I need to rest my eyes. You've been awake for what, 3 hours? And that's 3 hours too many. As we're walking home, I hear heavy footsteps coming up behind us. Fel, bro! I turn around and I'm greeted by a familiar face jogging up to us. Craig?
Oh.
Bro. Bro. Holy, wow, I haven't seen Craig in forever. You know, I won't deny that he's a decent option. However, Craig is my father's name and that makes it weird. It's been too long, dude. Yeah, wow, you look great. Yeah, I cleaned up my act. Cleaned up his act? Are you kidding me? He's ripped. Amanda, this is my friend Craig. We went to college together. We were roommates for a while too. Amanda, dude, you probably don't remember me, but you're so big now. Hello, and hello, cute baby. Aw, thank you. The last time I saw you, I think you were just about her size. This is River. Say hi, River. He picks up her tiny wrist and waves it around. River gurgles happily. Are you babysitting? Nah, dude, River's my kid. Man, it has been a long time. Feels like 1 minute we're rolling up to exams with bad hangovers and the next we're both fathers. Where have you been, man? I was working out in California and just relocated the business back to Maple Bay. No kidding. Amanda and I just moved to this side of town. How's Smashly doing?
Oh.
I mean Ashley. Ashley is her name. She actually still goes by Smashly, and we got divorced last year. Oh, dude, I'm so sorry. It's old news. We take turns taking care of River and the twins. It's all copacetic. Twins? You have 3 kids? Ain't life something, bro, right? Kegstand Craig is a father of 3.
Huh?
Kegstand Craig? Oh, yeah, it was my old college nickname. He got it because he did a lot of keg stands.
Nice.
Is that the thing where you do a handstand on a keg and then drink from the keg?
Huh.
Right. He was very good at it. Ah, bro, I hate to be that guy, but I'm in the middle of my daily jog, and I really gotta keep up my heart rate. Brought River along for, you know, resistance training. You jog daily? I jog yearly. On January 1st, when I promised myself I'm going to jog daily for the rest of the year, but give up after 30 minutes and just walk home. Well, it's never too late to get back into it, dude. You should join me sometime. I don't know.
Hey,
Come on, it'll be fun. We could grab breakfast afterwards, catch up. We could do a bro brunch like the good old days. Alright, sure, sounds great. Great, let's get that going soon. I better get moving. Good to see you guys. Craig gives a little wave, puts his earbuds back in, and jogs off. I can't believe Craig is ripped and has kids. I'm reeling. Why is that? If the Craig I knew was not fit to be responsible for any living thing, including and especially himself. One time I watched him drink an entire jar of marinara sauce for dinner. Amanda, he opened up a new jar of marinara sauce and then drank it like it was a thing that normal people do. It was unholy. And then I asked him what the hell he was doing, and he said, and I quote, "It's basically a smoothie, bro." You know, I don't know if I'm mad about that. I mean, I am, because that's absolutely disgusting. But,
Yeah.
I mean, technically, he's not wrong. He jogs! He was jogging! He's like a totally different person. Anyways, we better get home. I'll have plenty of time to reflect on how old I feel later. Amanda and I flop down on the couch. Amanda has to shove some empty boxes out of the way before she can sit. Too bad we're going to be putting my stuff right back into these boxes in a few months. No, don't say that. Aw, Dad, it's gonna be okay. I'll be fine. I know. It's just... You're my little girl. It's gonna be weird not having you around. I'll come visit, and I'll text you every day, and I'll take lots of pictures.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, I'm a photography major. You promise?
Yeah.
Of course. Are you gonna be okay by your lonesome? Oh, come on. I'll be fine. I'll get a dog or something.
Alright.
A dog? Forget art school. I'll stay for the dog. Is that what it's gonna take? Medium-sized dog, handkerchief around the neck, I get to name it. That's what it'll cost for me to give up on my dreams. I'm a woman of simple wants and needs. Well, a dog is a lot cheaper than college. Amanda laughs. Suddenly, a pile of envelopes slides through the mail slot. Speaking of college. Amanda darts over to the envelopes and shuffles through them. She pulls one out and throws the rest back on the floor. This one's from McGowan College of Arts and Designs. Open it. But I'm scared. It's just an envelope. Yeah, it's just like my entire future. Not a big deal. She takes a deep breath and rips the letter open with her teeth. We have a letter opener, but okay. I hold my breath while Amanda's eyes dart back and forth, scanning the letter. What does it say? The admissions committee has reviewed your application, blah blah blah. Her face drops. Regret to inform you that we are unable to offer you admission to McGowan College of Art and Design. Amanda throws the letter on the coffee table. Oh, sweetie. It's okay. I kinda saw it coming. I know I shouldn't have put that experimental stuff in my portfolio. Their admissions officer told me they just want to see portraits or whatever. I pull Amanda in for a big hug. You're an amazing photographer. I know how much work you put into your portfolio. Some other school is gonna want to snatch you up for sure. Yeah, I know. It's fine. Are you actually fine, or are you just saying that? I'm fine. Really. Her face says the opposite, but I probably shouldn't push her on this. Oh, and before I forget, Emma R and Emma P are sleeping over tonight. So... You need me out of the way because I'm painfully uncool? I would choose more delicate phrasing, but yeah. Well, I'll have you know that I am conveniently already have plans for tonight, so you'll have the new place for yourself.
Huh.
Yeah? What are your plans? Quick, think of plans. I'm secretly the mayor of this town. Gotta attend the union meeting or I'm going clubbing. None of these are believable. I think least of all this one. Great minds think alike. Bossman's been riding us proles for too long. It's time to rise up for our rights. Dad, you're not even gonna invite me to the riot? I'm sorry, sweetie. It's an honest day's work for an honest day's riot. I'm just kidding. I'm actually going to go to bed, go out and watch the game. I'm wiped. Have fun with the Emmas. We'll try to keep it down. I know you're not going to, but I appreciate you saying that. That's true. He did say she sleeps a lot. And don't forget that you have that meeting with my English teacher tomorrow. Oh right, Mr. Vega. Yep, totally remembered. I'll be there. Awesome. Night, Pops. I wake up to a text from an unknown number. Rise and shine, early bird. Still want to work out? This is Craig, by the way. Holy crap, it's 6 a.m. Who does 6 a.m. anymore? Without realizing it, I drift back to sleep. Whoops, must have winked back out. I check my phone again. Hey bud, still want to get your swole on? I'm ready to tear up the track. Hit me up. God, the last thing I want to do now is work out. But it is Craig. I do want to catch up. Do we, go back to sleep or go to the gym? Important decisions here. I'd want to go back to sleep. But it's also nice to catch up with people. The game is gonna want us to go to the gym. That's if we want to romance Craig, though. Which I'm not necessarily opposed to that. Okay. Hey, my man, I need a few minutes to wake up. Let's meet in 20? After a few seconds, another text comes in. Sure thing, meet me at the gym. I stretch and my bones creak. I gotta stop falling asleep on the couch. I throw off my blanket and... Hey, wait. I don't remember falling asleep with a blanket. Amanda must have tucked me in after I fell asleep. Bless that child. I reluctantly brush my teeth, throw on the only clothes I own that are even kind of gym appropriate, and head out. The neighborhood is quiet and serene this early in the morning. Birds chirp and the grass is still wet with dew. Surprisingly, the gym is pretty crowded. I spot Craig standing out front, stretching. Of course. He spots me and waves enthusiastically. Hey bro, good morning. Hey, good to see you, man. I'm definitely not as pumped up as he is. Maybe I should have had some coffee before I left. Ready to kick some butt? Gotta stay posy, dude. With your help I am, or help. Oh my gosh, that's such a... With your help I am? Sure. I get the feeling this is gonna be less of me kicking butt and more the gym kicking my butt. But I can handle it with you here. Dude, bro, that means a lot.
Hey,
We head into the gym and I'm immediately intimidated. All of these people look like they could break me in half. It seems like Craig is friends with all of them. He high-fives and finger guns all of the cool jocks in the room. They look like they could, and would, steal my lunch money to spend on protein shakes. Come on, bud, let's warm up. We head over to the treadmills and start walking. Okay, I can walk. Walking is good. This is a decent place to be. Walking. So, I know we're on treadmills.
Nice.
Yes. And those over there are ellipticals.
Oh.
Very good. What is all the other stuff? Craig laughs. They might look a little scary, but I guarantee all of them serve a specific purpose for building muscle mass. I watch as a dude in a muscle tee flexes a muscle I didn't know existed on a machine I think was once used to process grain into flour. What is that? Why is that guy doing that to himself? That's a good question, bro. What do you think he's doing? Training to crush people's skulls with his thighs, using a medieval torture device, praying to some sort of pain god. One or two. He's trying to make his thighs so strong that he could crush people's skulls with them.
Bro.
Yeah, that's pretty much the only reason I work out.
Nice.
Oh no, Craig is... We had the eggplants again. Oh man. Oh no, Craig is turning up the speed. I better do the same. How long have you been doing this buff stuff? Couple years. And what do you do when you're not dadding or working or buffing? Oh, I coach my twin softball team. That still counts as both dadding and buffing.
Nice.
I keep busy. What do you do for fun? I love learning. I live my life as close to a Jimmy Buffett song as possible, or I check out my hot bod. This conversation's very awkward. I think that was intentional. Love learning. I try to educate myself on the world around me. I'm like a sponge for knowledge, soaking up all that intellectual content, you know. History, the paranormal, wilderness survival, aliens, mostly those things. I recognize the name, but I also don't know who that is. So you watch the History Channel too, huh? Yes. There's the eggplants again! We're jogging now. Oh god, we're jogging now. I promise I'm not crazy! I'm glad you saw them too. That was a very uncomfortable ratio of eggplants to hearts. There were so many. I look over to Craig, who hasn't even broken a sweat. How's he doing this so effortlessly? I'm dying. I can feel my life force draining through every orifice of my body. Yep, just flying around. Hey, remember when my fish died in college? Huff, no. I don't like this story. Oh my god, is he really bumping up the speed again? I guess I better do it too. Please stop. Please don't push yourself like this. Although, my roommate in college and I used to go to the gym together. We did the, stationary bikes. And that got competitive. But not like this. Man, not like this. We were at the same starting point. This is just torturing yourself for nothing. Oh, this is fast. This is very fast. And we were at the party, and you vowed to make me feel better. You tell me to create a distraction, so of course I do a sick keg stand and get everyone cheering. And then I try to steal a fish from the fish tank at the party with my bare hands, like an idiot.
Hey.
And then you drop the fish and it's flopping around and you panic. So you run up to me post-keg stand with a dying, dirty fish in your hands that you scooped up off the ground, and you're yelling at me that we have to leave.
Hey.
So we're running out of a frat party with a fish and trying to give it mouth-to-mouth resuscitation, and we get him home and get him into a bowl of water, but the prognosis was grim. And the next days he is Huff, alive and well.
Nice.
They never did catch the great fish thieves of Great Ridge U. And they never, Huff, will. I shoot off the end of the treadmill and crash into the wall. Jesus, that hurts.
Nice.
Dude, bro, are you okay? Craig offers me a hand and looks me over for injuries. I'm fantastic. I managed to stand up and rub my back. Doesn't hurt now, but I'm sure it will later.
I don't know.
You don't have to push yourself like that. Always know your limits. Well, I think I might call our gym adventure here. You sure? Yeah. Alright, well, here, I brought you this. Craig hands me a shaker bottle full of thick green liquid. I stare at it with what must be an apparent distaste.
Oh.
It's a protein shake, bro. Oh, thank you. He wants me to drink it. Oh boy, here goes. I take a small sip. It's actually delicious. Wow, this is really good.
Oh,
And good for you. It's my special recipe. I'm pretty proud of it.
bro.
Let me know if you ever want to work out again. Maybe we can try running around the neighborhood if treadmills aren't your speed. No pun intended, bro. Good one. Well, I'm gonna put some ice on this. Everything. I'll see you around. I leave the gym feeling ashamed. Craig used to order delivery from the pizza place across the street from our dorm, and now he can run circles around me. Literally. Man, I really gotta work on this dad bod. I get home and lay down on the couch. It hurts to move. Oh god, I'm so old. Oh no, I must have fallen asleep. What time is it? Shoot, it's 3:55. I'm supposed to be at Amanda's school in 5 minutes. I frantically put on some clean clothes, a generous amount of deodorant, and run out the door. I arrive at Amanda's school and check in with the front desk. They give me a bright orange visitor sticker and send me on my way. I'm barely awake and pretty haggard, but hopefully nobody will notice. I check my watch and I'm relieved to see that I'm only 2 minutes late. Wait, was it room 103 or 108? I spot a youth standing at his locker and approach him for help. Excuse me, do you know where Mr. Vega's classroom is? Oh, I remember him. The youth turns around and looks me up and down with heavy-lidded eyes. Sigh. Come on, kid, I'm late for a meeting. Mr. Who? Mr. Vega? I don't know, have you tried the exit? Okay, wise guy, are you gonna help me or not? Sigh. Fine, up those stairs and to the left, can't miss him. I head up the stairs and walk around, unable to find Mr. Vega's class anywhere. After a couple minutes of searching, I head back downstairs. That punk youth sent me on a wild goose chase. I get back to where that low-rent Gerard Way is standing, fully ready to give him a piece of my mind, when suddenly a head pops out of the classroom next to his locker.
Oh.
Lucian, don't you have a third period to go to? Sigh. Fine, Mr. Vega.
Ah.
Wow. Now I'm officially 10 minutes late. I glare at him and he walks away. We're not cool. You must be Fel. This period's almost over. Would you mind waiting in the back? Mr. Vega leads me in, and I take a seat in one of the comically small students' desks in the back. I might get stuck in this. Alright, where were we? Now who can tell me about the unreliability of the narrator and J.D. Salinger's Catcher in the Rye? Yes, Colin? Colin stands up and does a thing where he blows into the crook of his elbow to make a fart noise. The whole class erupts in laughter. Alright, everyone. Very funny, Colin. Please sit down. Now, Holden Caulfield is an unreliable narrator in the sense that the bell for the end of the period rings. All of the students immediately get up and make a break for the door.
Sweet Manchego.
Remember to do the reading and answer the response questions on page 194 in your textbook. Nobody's listening. Or not, I guess. Mr. Vega turns to me and sighs. Middle schoolers, right? Don't you teach high schoolers? Both. You know, budget cuts. Right. Thanks so much for coming in. No problem, Mr. Vega. Please, call me Hugo.
Eh.
I don't normally do these impromptu parent-teacher meetings, but I'm sure you know Amanda's a very bright student and I'm concerned about her recent behavior. Uh-oh, what's she doing? What's going on? Amanda has never been the most engaged student, but I know she cares. Recently, though, she's been falling behind. She's not completing assignments and has been doing rather poorly on tests. I'd normally chalk this up to senioritis, but this is strange. I thought Amanda always shared everything with me. It hasn't even crossed my mind that something might be wrong. I just wanted to ask, is everything okay at home? Oh boy. I'm feeling we just moved, but we also have the option of she's fine and she has the tendency to bottle things up. Well, we just moved recently, but it was only to the other side of town, and Amanda was more excited about it than I was. See if you can talk to her about it. I know she values you a great deal and would appreciate your guidance if she keeps heading down this road. I know how important art school is to her, and I would hate to see her miss out on scholarship money that she clearly deserves. I'll make sure to talk to Amanda. Thanks for letting me know, Hugo. Anytime. On my way out, I stopped, thinking for a moment. I turned to Hugo. Hey, Hugo. Yes. They ever catch that rye?
Oh.
Yes. I leave the classroom and make my way out of the school. I'm still a little bit in shock that Amanda was able to hide this so well from me. She's always been such a force for positivity in my life, especially after we lost her mother. Amanda must be done with classes for the day by now. I'm sure she would appreciate a ride home, and maybe I can talk to her about what's going on. I pull up to the carpool, and Amanda hops in the passenger seat. So, did you have fun gossiping about me? Mr. Vega and I actually just gossiped about our celebrity crushes. So you talked about Mario Batali the whole time? It was a very productive meeting. I'm pretty hungry. Can we grab some dinner? Sure thing. Make something at home or go to the mall food court? Food court, sweeten her up. Good idea. Does that sound good to you? Yeah, sure. Why the mall? Jeez, can't a dad take his daughter to the mall? Will you buy me things? I will buy you a thing. Singular. Sounds like a deal to me. We drive in silence for a short while. Amanda plays a game on her phone. I should say something. You know, sometimes when a kid gets older, they find that they have to keep things hidden from their parents, and that's okay, because sometimes that's what kids do. And that's okay. But also sometimes it's good to have the parents' perspective, because, you know, maybe the parents have also dealt with similar situations. And maybe they're a little cooler than you give them credit for. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is that it's good to share. Love you. I know, right? It's so cringy. Also, on an unimportant side note... I know! That was so, like... and not discreet. But, on a funny little side note, Zeal and I are actually going to the mall, probably, on Thursday. Because he has, a follow-up appointment from his heart surgery anyway, and it's in the same town. So we talked about going to the mall for mall food, so... that's gonna be fun. Have you been reading my tweets? You have a Twitter? What? Never mind. Look, sweetie, Mr. Vega said you haven't been participating in class and that you're not turning things in. Oh, I'm fine, Pops. Senioritis and all that. I thought you liked Mr. Vega's class. It's fine. He's fine. You pull up to a stoplight and I eye Amanda. She's still texting. I want you to know that you can talk to me about anything. Uh-huh. I can tell that whatever it is, she doesn't want me knowing about it. That's frustrating. I hear Emma R is going to that fancy art school in California. That's exciting. Yep. Are you bummed that you guys aren't going to the same school? Yep. Amanda keeps texting. She stifles a laugh. What's so funny? I don't think you'd get it. Okay. Who you texting? Noah. Who's Noah? My friend. Does he go to your school? Yep. Do you like Noah? What? No! Dad! Ugh. I can't believe you would... Dad! I mean, jeez. Why would you... Ugh. Gross. Sorry, just asking. Dad, he's just my friend. Guys and girls can be friends. He's my friend. Okay. Jeez. This is going well. Well, good talk. Love you, kiddo. She leans forward and turns up the radio. I guess that conversation is over. To the mall, then. We arrive at the mall, a big indoor shopping center with a couple different floors. It's kind of dead, but that doesn't stop a mall security guard from yelling at a group of loitering teens. Let's eat something disgusting for dinner. Hell yeah. Language, Missy. Heck yeah? Better. We approach the food court and evaluate our options. There's greasy restaurant after greasy restaurant. My heart burns just looking at the menus. Nobody looks happy to be here. What are you in the mood for? Bread dipped in sugar, bread with cheese on it, or do you just want me to inject some fat directly into your bloodstream? I extend my hand to her. Would you do me the honor of sharing some nachos? She takes my hand with a grin. That would make me the happiest, cheesiest girl alive. We order a giant pile of chips and unnaturally orange cheese from a very unenthusiastic and possibly stoned teenager. We take a seat at a rickety table and dig in.
Hey.
These are bad. These are very bad. But also strangely delicious. We have to eat through the palate. We have to eat through the pain. We enjoy the fluorescent cheesy goodness together until we're all out of nachos. You know, I have to say, I cannot relate to this experience. We go to the mall specifically for mall food. Because the Chinese place there, top notch. Totally worth driving an hour. And the portion sizes are so big that there's like 2 meals for the price of one. We also don't have mall nachos. I think there's a Vietnamese place, Chinese food, Japanese food, pizza, and Orange Julius, I think is what it's called. I love nachos. But I'm sorry that your malls are bad. I mean, I can't say that ours are great, because we only ever go for like 2 stores and food, but yeah, no.
Oh.
So, something's been bothering me for a while. Can you explain memes to me? Sigh, which meme? All memes. Amanda sighs deeply and places her head in her hands. Dad, it's complicated. See, memes are inside jokes shared by a bunch of people that get less funny the more people do it. So the problem is that by the time a meme gets to you, Dad, all of us youths have already done the joke to death. And what's worse than that is that movies and TVs and video games... Movies and TV and video games will try to jump in on the meme trend, but just based on how long it takes to make them, the meme will be long dead by the time it comes out, so it just dates it and isn't funny. Oh shit, what up? Dad, please. Anyway, changing the subject. Where to now? Wanna go to that goth store? What? You know, the one that's all black and tries to establish itself as anti-establishment despite being the exact representation of the establishment? Is he talking about Hot Topic? I don't know what store you're talking about. You know, the one where you buy chain wallets and it's basically an assault on what people fought so hard against in the punk and hardcore movements of the 70s and 80s? Dude, you gotta be more specific. The one you threw up in that one time. Oh, that one!
Alright.
Amanda runs into the store with me trailing behind her. She makes a beeline to the back. There it is, you can still see the outline. Kinda. I'm so... proud? Speech. Amanda. Speech. 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 Alright, I'll do it if you stop chanting. Amanda stops immediately. I clear my throat. Thank you all for joining us here today to commemorate a historic movement that would forever shape history. On a day very much like today, some 5 years ago, our very own Amanda Ann Reaper had too much blue raspberry slushy on an outing to the mall. After begging her father to take her to Dead Gotham Beyond to buy rainbow suspenders, she proceeded to throw up all over a display of My Chemical Romance merchandise. Her loving father then had to pay for said merchandise, which to this day remains among our possessions. Thank you. Amanda is moved. She begins clapping. Slow at first, then faster and more vigorously. Several other patrons turn their heads. One of them also starts clapping. I bow my head.
Alright.
Oh hey, chain wallets. While Amanda busies herself looking at band tees, I try to find something of interest to myself. Not much for a dad to look at Dead Gotham Beyond. Peruse the band t-shirts, look at iconic mugs, or check the clearance bin for hot deals. We have some fun options here. And I would love a place like this. Because legitimately, the only place that we go shopping to is Hot Topic and Spencer's. And FYE, a little bit. They've kind of gone downhill though. There's a big cardboard box of marked down items. I'm pretty sure $4 for purple eyeliner is a good deal, I think. I wonder if I would look good in purple eyeliner. Hell yeah, I would. Look, this is very important to me. Yes! I overhear a stifled argument over the cash at the cash register. An older gentleman is carrying a garment and showing it to a bored-looking cashier with pink hair. I can see that. Don't know what to tell you, dude. I just work here.
Oh my.
Listen. When I bought this online, the website said the blouse was Victorian inspired. However, when I received it, it was clearly held in the trademark of Edwardian dressage. Do you want a coupon? I can give you a coupon. Will you leave if I give you a coupon? Is there a manager present? People have to know what they're buying. I am the manager. I see. Well, it would seem that I have overstayed my welcome. Good day, shopkeep. Your superiors will receive a strongly worded letter by post. Whatever, dude. The man whirls around and storms out, his literal coattails trailing behind him. I can't tell if they're Victorian-inspired or Edwardian in nature. Amanda trots up to me with a t-shirt in hand. Oh boy, here it comes. Hey, Datron 5000? Yes, I'll buy it for you. Wow, that was easy, thanks. At least it's only one this time. Amanda plops the shirt onto the counter and grins at the cashier. I love your hair. The cashier says nothing and rings Amanda up, radiating hatred. I hand her a 20. So what was that guy's deal? The cashier rolls her eyes so hard I'm worried she'll pull something. That's Damien. He's in here all the time. He's obsessed with Victorian fashion or whatever. She hands Amanda her bag and it's clear the conversation is over. We make our way out of the store and head home to get some rest. Amanda and I sit on the couch, trying to find something to watch over bowls of ice cream. Oh, cool. Long Haul Paranormal Ice Road Ghost Truckers is on. Your favorite, right? Oh, hell yes. They have to make it over the Canadian tundra before the ice road melts, but they're also hunting ghosts. Also, the trucks are haunted. This is an episode I've already seen, but it's one of the best. Callum and Flint Dogbone, the twin brother truck driving and ghost hunting duo, find themselves in the greatest peril yet. Oh no, the ghost done got control of the truck. I can't steer on them their damn ice roads. Let me use this EVP meter to try and communicate with the spirits. Flint, we're about to die. Ah, almost got it. If you listen carefully, it sounds like they're saying you're going to die. That's because we're about to die, you. This is art. The episode ends and Amanda excuses herself to go and start arguments on the internet. I stay up a little longer, curious about the exploits of Callum and Flint Dogbone after their disastrous ice road accident. Afterwards, I crawl into bed and get a good night's sleep. Morning, sleepyhead. 5 more minutes. You have never let me have 5 more minutes, so get up. Fine. We have cereal for breakfast and spend the morning putting together furniture. Amanda is much better at interpreting the tiny manuals. We're able to get put together a few shelves and one desk, and I'm pretty sure it was supposed to be a bookcase. So are you excited for the cookout today? Oh man. Excited to beef up my grilling skills? If there's food, I'm excited, or eh. Yeah. I'm all over those terrible store-bought sugar cookies that everyone brings to parties. Huh? Yeah, those are bad. Which means there are more for me. Don't you want to meet some of the people in the neighborhood? She ran off with those cookies. Yeah, she did. I'll probably end up standing uncomfortably in the corner with a plate of food and hope that nobody talks to me. Huh. Dad, you're a beautiful work in progress. We'll get that butterfly to emerge from the cocoon. The social butterfly. Well, we better start getting ready. We definitely don't want to be late. What? No, we have to be fashionably late. Who shows up at a cookout on time? You know what? We're going early, just because you said that. I head out the door and Amanda reluctantly follows. We walk across the street to Joseph's house with a store-bought veggie plate. I'm a terrible cook if it doesn't involve a grill. I guess we're not as early as we thought we were. Joseph's backyard is already packed with people, and the smell of hot dogs wafts through the air. Small children run through a sprinkler, and adults chat in small clusters. I set our veggie plate down on a table next to 2 other veggie plates. Huh. Oh, that drink was so good until it wasn't. Ugh. Well, Zeal brought down, 2 boxes of, powdered Celsius. And I, mixed it in a glass before stream. Yeah. Like, one of the individual, I think Kool-Aid does it, but we have drink packets. And, I made some. And Crystal Light is the big one that I know of. But, I thought it mixed all the way, and apparently it didn't because it was mostly powder at the bottom. Yeah, I appreciate the strawberry coconut, but not that concentrated. I have regrets. And I did it in a big glass. I don't know how it wasn't completely mixed in. Ugh. Anyway. Hey, there's Joseph. I wave to get his attention. The moment he sees us, he jogs over, arms open wide. Welcome, I'm so glad you two are here. And you brought veggies. Let me introduce you to my family. Kids, come over here. This is Chris, my eldest. Hi. This is Christian and Christy. They're twins. They stare creepily and say nothing. Then, of course, there's our youngest, Krish. Wait, where's Krish? Maybe Mary put him in his crib. Oh, and how could I forget my lovely wife, Mary? She has bad vibes. I don't know what it is about her. She does. She does. And again with the kids' names. Chris, Christian, Chrissy, and Krish. Why? Also, the fact that their names are Joseph and Mary is weird. Joseph pecks her on the cheeks. She smiles. She looks a little more friendly in this frame where she's smiling, but still off. The vibes are off. Ah, Mary, sweetheart, did you put Krish to bed? I'll have to go look for him. What? You'll have to... Joseph takes a moment and regains his composure. Mary, this is our new neighbor, Fel, and his daughter, Amanda. I shake your hand, but I have a glass of wine that I need to tend to. I love her. Nice to meet you, Mary. Charmed. Well, I'll have to go over there now. Haha, my wife has a wonderful sense of humor, but please, you two enjoy the barbecue. All the guys are really excited to meet you. Here, let me introduce you around. No, I agree. This is Robert. He lives just across the way. A haggard man nursing a glass of whiskey eyes me up and down. Hey. Hey, I'm Fel. It's nice to meet you. He takes a long swig of his drink. Charmed. Fel and his daughter just moved in next door. The hot local truck. Yeah. He's also the one that we saw at the coffee shop and didn't talk to. Cool. If you ever need recommendations on where to get a drink in this town, Rob's your man. I told you not to call me Rob.
Oh.
Right, got it. Robert ambles away without saying goodbye. He's not really a people person. Wow. I think I've actually met everybody else. Great, I bet you're excited to get to know everyone better. Hope you both enjoy yourselves. Amanda and I mill around and try some of the food spread out on the table. I pick up some deviled eggs. Amanda grabs a paper plate and immediately begins piling it with baked goods. Ugh, I don't want to have to make friends.
Ugh.
Come on, Dad. Who are you gonna party with when I go off to school? But I don't want to have to do pleasantries. Dad. Ugh, they're gonna talk about weather.
Ugh.
Go. Do it. Make a friend. But how could I possibly abandon my only child at a social function? That's bad parenting. This plate full of cookies is my new dad. Bye. Amanda shoves me into the corner of to the center of the yard. Well, here goes nothing. I look around at the party and I'm surprised to see some familiar faces. Isn't that the barista from the Coffee Spoon? What a cool guy, and mysterious. Didn't that guy throw a frisbee at my head? Isn't that the guy who was throwing a fit in Dead Goth and Beyond? Isn't that Amanda's teacher? Hey, I know Craig. But wait a second, all of these people live in our cul-de-sac? That can't be right. I'd better investigate. Oh man. Talk to Robert and Brian, talk to Matt, Hugo, and Craig, talk to Joseph and Damien, or burger time. Burger. And without further ado, let's work some magic. Joseph closes his eyes, takes a deep breath, and gets to work. With the greatest of ease, he sets patties on the grill, flourishing as he flips his spatula in the air. It's easily some of the best grill work I've ever seen.
Oh.
You guys think this is my first time in front of a grill? He's working faster now, effortlessly tossing cheese onto patties and perfectly grilling onions on the side. One after another, the dads take notice and a crowd around Joseph to admire his masterful technique. You probably didn't know this, Fel, but Joseph's known around here for his grillmanship. He's ungrillevable. That's an awful pun.
Hey!
I've tried to get on his level, but I just can't catch up. Let us keep studying. He has a rare quality about him. Mustard, we keep talking about this. Can't we just appreciate the artist? I've never seen him make a mistake.
Ah.
Okay, we need to stop. This is getting too cheesy. Please stop. All the children at the party boo at the glorious display of puns in unison. Are you talking about Robert?
Wink.
Alright guys, the food's ready. Please form an orderly barbecue. The long-haired one? The vampire one? Vampire-ish one? The Victorian one? Damien. Got it. For once we agree on who the hot one is. Amanda groans. We all grab our food and hang out, enjoying perfectly cooked cheeseburgers.
Aye.
Man, it's so wild how all of us dads live in the same cul-de-sac. It's kind of nice, isn't it? It feels like there's a real community here. Totally helps when you're just a single dad trying to raise a kid.
Oh.
We're happy to have you here, man. I think you're gonna like this neighborhood a lot. You know, I never noticed. Maybe they just, like, made a base pose and then drew everyone in that pose, like, to make it easier or something? I don't know.
Oh.
Okay, not everyone. But I get what you mean, yeah. Plus Amanda seems to be getting along with all of the kids. If she decides to go into the babysitting game, she'd really make a killing. Hey, why don't you add us all on Dad Book? Dad Book?
Oh.
Yeah, it's a great social network for dads to keep in touch with each other. We're all on it, so if you ever need to reach out to anyone, that's the simplest way to do it. Sorry, I'm just an old-fashioned dad. Social media goes over my head sometimes. Don't worry, Pops, I'll help you figure it out. The rest of the barbecue goes smoothly. We all trade stories and drink beer as our kids play on the lawn. Amanda breaks up a fight between Carmencita and those weird twins. I think they wanted her soul. Welcome to the neighborhood. Successfully completed chapter 1. Yay! Amanda and I walk back to our place as the sun sets over the neighborhood. Pretty fun party, don't you think? I mean, I got a burger in me. I felt like I was at a networking event, or I wish I could have been playing Paranormal Ice Road Truckers. Winner 3. Sweetie, if I can impart any sort of wisdom on you right now, and not that this was a bad situation, but if you're ever in an uncomfortable situation, always look for the silver lining. The silver lining gets you through the other side. We ate Roggenbergs today, and it was good. Amen. Well, hey, at least you met some other cool dads. You should hit them up on Dadbook. Maybe I will, if I ever figure out how social media works. I have a good feeling about this place. Me too.
Huh.
Amanda and I arrive home with the remnants of our veggie plate. Seems like nobody was really into the cauliflower. Any big plans for this evening? Actually, yeah, I'm going out with some friends. Oh. Is that okay? Of course, just keep me posted. And be home before midnight. You got it. And be careful. I will. Make good choices. Of course. And call me if you need anything. Dad. You're not going to do the thing where you wait silently for me to come home in the living room with all the lights off, are you? What? No, I've never done that, and I will never do that. Okay. Do you have plans tonight? My plans were kinda to eat ice cream and watch TV with Amanda, but I'll find something to do. I'm gonna work on some stuff, see how long I can sleep for, or throw a party. I don't think she'll believe number 3. I don't think we're social enough for that. Ooh. She might appreciate number 2 though. 2. Kiddo, I am tapped out. But the sun hasn't even gone down yet. I still have sleep to catch up on from when you were a baby. Just let me be. I'm just relaxing tonight. Have fun, okay? Great, see you later. I watch Amanda drive off into the night. I really do hope she has fun. I plop down in front of the TV and turn on some Wine and Dine Mastermind with celebrity chef Gavin Chapman. Looks like Gavin's making a roast rack of lamb with rosemary and mashed potatoes. I'd love to be able to cook like that, although I think if it was actually good at cooking, I'd use my powers for evil. Like just making baked Alaskas all day instead of any food of real nutritional substance. Man, Gavin Chapman just caught that thing on fire, but he meant to do it. What a professional. I lose track of time as I blaze through several episodes of Wine and Dine Mastermind, and also one episode of some cooking show called Meat Hell. I'm not even sure what that one was about. It was just a lot of yelling. I glance at my watch. Man, it's almost midnight. I should check in with Amanda. I send a text. Hey kiddo, you good? I wander into the kitchen as I wait for a reply. Amanda's phone is almost always in her hand, so I'm sure she'll respond soon. Unless she's driving home now. In which case, I hope she doesn't respond soon, because I definitely taught her better than to text and drive. I reach into the freezer and grab an ice cream sandwich. It's a little late for this, but I think I earned it after a long day of socializing. I check my watch again, and then my phone. Nothing yet. Okay, see now I'm worried. Do I call her? Do I call the cops? No, it's too soon for that. I'll just send her a gentle reminder text. What's up? Half an hour passes, and I'm really worried. The episode of Gavin Chapman's Meat Hell are not only not assuaging my anxiety, but also possibly exasperating it with all the yelling. So I keep pacing around the house, waiting for her to come back. Why didn't I find out where she was going? Who she was even with? Why don't I know any of her friends' phone numbers? Why don't I even know any of her friends' full names? Who is MOP? I decide to send her another text. Amanda, please text me and let me know you're okay. I can't help but think of all the awful things that could have happened to her. Oh, thank God, it's her. Amanda opens the door and shuffles in. Finally, she's back home. I'm glad she's okay. Sup? Sweetie, thank God you're safe. Ugh, yep. But now that I know she's okay, I'm really mad. Why didn't you answer my text? Amanda pulls her phone out of her pocket. Oh, whoops, guess I didn't see those. She starts to walk to her room. Amanda Ann. Whoa, we're pulling out the middle name now? Amanda, you came home an hour and a half after your curfew and you didn't respond to any of my texts. You really freaked me out. I was about to call the cops. Dad, you are seriously overreacting. You're not gonna be like this when I go off to school, are you? I don't like your attitude. I have the right to be concerned, or I was scared. I think the first one's too confrontational. Yeah. You're my only daughter. Well, I can't give you a play-by-play of everything I do all the time. I'm 18. You shouldn't even be giving me a curfew in the first place. I sit down on the couch and put my head in my hands. I feel very tired all of a sudden. Right? You really scared me. Just please don't do that again. Alright. I'm going to bed now. Amanda closes the door to her room and I head to mine. Jeez. As I'm falling asleep, one thing she said keeps echoing my mind. You're not gonna be like this when I go off to school, are you? I definitely didn't sleep well last night. I brew some strong coffee and make some scrambled eggs for Amanda as a peace offering. She eventually wanders into the kitchen. Hey, I thought about what you said last night. I should have texted you. I said I was going to do it, and I didn't. I honestly just didn't even think about it. I'm really sorry, Pops. I won't do it again. Well, I'm sorry for freaking out on you. I trust you to make good choices, or good. I think that's not the right answer. I think apologizing is the best one, but yeah. You're an adult now. I shouldn't have gotten so worked up. Team Reaper? Team Reaper. Amanda gives me a hug. Want some eggs? You know it. Sprinkle some cheese on them? Already did. Bless you. Amanda scarfs down the eggs and the time it takes me to wash the pan. Alright, I'm off to school. Smell you later. Wait, one more thing before you go. What? What's Dad Book? It's a social media platform. Wait, what? What's a social media platform? Dad, I have to go to school. Come on, Amanda. I'm an old man. I can't put together a Dad Book profile on my own. Alright, I'll help you sound interesting on the internet. Amanda spends the next couple minutes setting up my profile on Dad Book, which as it turns out is a place where dads can get together and talk about fatherhood. Alright, Dad, we gotta fill out your profile. Let's get some likes and dislikes. Oh man. On a Friday night, you were most likely to... Ooh. Polish and sort my coin collection. Netflix and grill, baby. Fall asleep watching the History Channel. Torment my children with dad puns. Sink into peaceful oblivion and sleep. I agree. History Channel. If you had one thing to take with you onto a desert island, what would it be? My trusty grill, a lot shaker of salt, Castaway on DVD for instructional purposes, a boat, obviously. I don't need anything. My survival skills have trained me for this day. I don't think that the DVDs are gonna help you. You have nothing to watch them on. I'm tempted by a boat. What are your turn-ons? Strong dad arms. Tennis shoes with long white socks. A well-manicured lawn. Is that a euphemism? Street smarts. Top-tier grillmanship. Or comfortable with crying. You know, I appreciate, you know, the willingness to show emotions. I think it's between comfortable with crying and a well-manicured lawn. Emotional intelligence, yeah. What do you want to be when you... What did you want to be when you grew up? Technical writer for manuals and instructions. Salty boat captain. Pro skater who is also an astronaut. A good father. The president of space. Interesting. Interesting choices. I don't like any of them. Honestly, yeah. Also, is it weird that I think that writing manuals and instructions would actually be fun? Like, I genuinely would do that. But I also love building things. So... or putting things together, I guess. I like reading them, so writing them would be fun. I'm gonna go with that one because it's the least obnoxious. What's your favorite movie genre? Sorry. The Sassy Boat Captain. Nice. War documentaries? Sean Connery's entire filmography, I don't know who that is. Anything on Laserdisc? Romantic comedies, whatever will make me cry. Old comedies that haven't aged well, actually. I like this option because Arsenic and Old Lace. Well, you know, we can go with that. What's your ideal date? Napping together? Doing a 1,000-piece puzzle together? Eating a healthy dinner at 4 p.m.? Trying to geocache but getting hopelessly lost? Arson. Being emotionally vulnerable. I like the geocache option. Napping together. Yeah. Zeal and I's first kind of date, we ended up napping together too. It was really nice. But geocaching is fun. I used to go with my grandparents all the time. Not the ones that had horses. But, my other grandparents used to take me, canoeing and hiking and geocaching when I was really little. It was fun. But arson would also be fun, but I don't want to pick arson. That seems like a bad idea. What do you never leave home without? I know! That's so early! A sensible cardigan. My sick vape. Gross. My book of word jumbles and a pen. A cool knife. My crippling low self-esteem. I frequently forget my phone keys and wallet at home, sometimes. Self-esteem. I spend a lot of time thinking about conspiracy theories, how proud I am of my child, potential ends of the world, if I'm ever able to love myself as much as I love my grill, when I can get my next cup of coffee, or lawnmower modifications. Why isn't there a way to kill people in option? Actually though, true crime. I'm thinking coffee or conspiracy theories. Potential ends of the world. That's fine too. Yeah. I mean, this one's sweet, But also you have an identity outside of your child, so... I think so too. Profile complete. See, that wasn't so bad. Yeah, that was actually kind of fun. I could totally spend all day on here just looking at people's profiles. You should message one of them. Or more than one of them. All of these dads seem pretty interesting. Okay, I promise I'll make some friends. Amanda gives me a hug. Go get him, Dad.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Okay, Amanda with the mustache. Hey Phil, it's me. Your dear old friend from way back in the day. Dad Amanda, I'm delighted to see you signed up for Dad Book. They've recently added this exciting new messenger service. So you may find yourself receiving messages from all the other dads like myself. Take care not to miss them. Dad Amanda. Amanda, is that you? What are you doing on Dad Book? Why, Fel, I never. We've known each other since business school. How could you possibly confuse me for your amazing and talented and easy-to-buy things for daughter? Though I am, of course, flattered. You should buy Amanda more things. Amanda, you know I didn't go to business school. I barely even managed to get my degree. Wait, no. Wow. I didn't say that. You never heard that. This is gold. I was a great student, I swear. I graduated at the top of my class because I worked hard and ate all my vegetables. Totally holding on to this for later. Wait, do you even remember what I majored in? I declined to comment. Cool. Nice. So, Damien and Craig. Not Robert? I thought we liked him. Or we're curious about him. He's just a fling. That's fair. Honestly though, I think this is a good place to stop for the day. Because then when we... I did not expect to be putting this into rotation, but until I can figure out why Haven isn't working, I think we're gonna be playing this. So, we can start off with messaging people next time. Man. Save. Okay. So, with that, we should be back to Valheim on Wednesday. So long as, nothing else pops up. Yeah, so... we had, you know, the family emergency, and I think things are decently fine now. His kind of grandpa, they thought had a stroke and didn't say anything for like 5 hours. And so when he got to the hospital, they did all the testing, couldn't find where the stroke was, so they couldn't fix it. And they didn't know what caused it because he had waited so long. And he was there for days, just doing testing, trying to figure out what happened. And the whole time, this poor man was acting like a toddler, like 5-year-old at max, and didn't want to talk to anybody and kept trying to escape and like didn't want to wear clothes and just was not in his right mind, didn't recognize anybody, couldn't find words. And they finally came to the conclusion that he had somehow gotten meningitis. They didn't know what kind it was. I don't know if they ever figured that out. I have not heard an update. And it, flared up his Parkinson's and, dementia. So they don't know if he's ever going to go back to normal. It's very sad. And then, like, Aziel's mom spent that almost week in the hospital with him 24/7 to make sure he didn't escape. And last Wednesday, we were going back and forth to pick up his aunt from the hospital so she could come and take a shower and needed a change of clothes, so that was a little bit of running. And then we ended up having to pick his sister up from the school when she was done with her after-school activities. And then we went to go pick up his brother's boyfriend from work, and on the way home got a call that his grandma, who lived with the one that was in the hospital, had lit a cigarette when she was on her oxygen tank, and it blew up in her face. And she didn't want to go to the hospital. Yeah. So she had burns on her lips, on her face, on her ears. The one is burned through every single layer, and they can't do anything about it. It's on her shoulders, it's on her arms, and that's not even taking into consideration what she breathed in. And she refused to go to the hospital until we showed up, because Zeal's mom has power of attorney and made her go. And then she wouldn't let anybody at the hospital touch her, so they sent her home. And that's going to get so infected, and she does not care. So that's why we didn't stream on Wednesday. Yeah. Yeah. But we haven't heard any updates, and I'm working under the assumption that no news is good news. Yeah. And then on a lesser note, I went to have dinner with some relatives that I hadn't seen in like 10 years, on Thursday. And my grandma showed up unexpectedly. And we got in an argument because I referred to my father by his first name in a casual conversation, and she's the only one that caught it because it's her son. And she tried to correct me. And I said that he's my father, he's not my dad. And she said, but he paid child support. That makes him your dad. Yeah. So she greatly embarrassed herself in front of her sisters, and then it got very awkward, and she ended up leaving early. Hi, Zeal. How's work going? Didn't expect to see you here. And don't even pretend that you're, not at work because you're there for another hour. Your final break is a little late. I'm glad you got to make it, though. No? I mean, I guess you do usually take a later lunch, so I guess it makes sense. I take it work's not going well. Get butter. Oh, from the machine. That's a good question. Also, that's, fair. I know that work keeps you very busy. Damn. I'm so sorry. I'm sure that, I'll get to hear all about it in like an hour and a half. Can I just say, I know, right? I got to listen to this for the whole 10-minute countdown, and I could not stop laughing, because whose idea was this? Man. It's too funny. That's what I was trying to do. I know, right? I know you suggest it as a meme, but it's good. It's fun. But again, for now, I think that this is where we end things, and we will be back on Wednesday. And I will not be here on Friday. We might actually do it earlier, but we'll play it by ear. I'd say enjoy your last hour, but I don't think you will, but I will see you when you get home. See you Wednesday.